doing a super quick run through of some of the things that people who are watching these videos in an effort to tune into what I'm trying to point out and just can't see anything or pick up on what is being highlighted. This is an effort to address some of those observations or lack of observations, I guess. And so here we have JLR's footage, and this, I believe, is taken from it's from an online publication, online media outlet. I think it's Fox News that published the body cam footage when it was first released. And so those are two versions. There's also a law and crime version. I think there's like two law and crime versions of this video, and I think it's really interesting. One of the things I'll point out here is the differences, the distinctions in the footage, because there are, I believe it has been edited at some point before it made its way to our screens. So here we have JLR's video, and so in the previous footage that I uploaded, I was trying to highlight. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on in every single scene of this footage, right? So, although I understand to a certain degree people that say I don't see what people are looking at, I myself personally, no offense to anyone, I find that difficult to believe because there's so much that is inconsistent with the way that things work in real life. For instance, here to begin with, right? We have this backlight, this brake light, and normally, I mean, brake lights are brake lights for a reason, right? They shine backwards, and the light should be shining backwards. And here, it's the opposite, right? That should be like immediately you should think that that's off, because if any part of this footage should be red, it should be this back part, not the side. So already here, this is obscuring something. This is whatever it may be. It may be a person, it may be whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is at this point. We're not trying to pinpoint, identify, discern what anything is specifically in this video. This is not for that. This is just kind of an instructional kind of how to pick up on things that are not making sense, right? And so this already is just not the way that anything works in real life. Light doesn't behave this way. Cars are not designed for the brake light to shine everywhere except the back, right? Specifically in this kind of, the amplitude of this light is so unlike the way that light behaves, and its distribution is also, it just defies all logic and all reason. There's no reason for all this to be red, especially when you look back here, right? There's no, if a brake light is shining, it should be shining in the back of the car, right? And so here, I mean, we could already kind of just interpret that there's something going on in this area, because that's not the way that things should work, right? And so then, and this is what I'm working with iMovie. I know it's not Final Cut Pro or anything, but in a sense it's better for me, because the other tools, you risk kind of adding too many elements that would kind of make it difficult, not make it difficult, they would bring in additional elements in editing that would make it so that the content would be edited to a point where it wouldn't be the original content anymore. Whereas this, anytime I upload this, it's not altered content. I'm not adding or taking anything away, so I could upload it as original content or whatever. It's not altered in any way, shape, or form other than light. Altered in the way that YouTube wants you to flag content that is altered when you're adding things that kind of take it away from where it originally was. This is not that, right? And so I think with Final Cut Pro and other kinds of tools, the risk of doing that to improve the content is higher than this. I'm trying to do this really fast because I want to make this a video that's easy to upload, and I don't want to run out of memory. I mean, I'm running out of memory. I cleaned out my desktop a lot and I got rid of a lot of stuff, but still I don't want it to be like a super large file. Anywho, so in the other video I uploaded yesterday, the Flowers of Carnage, I was trying to highlight this area because, like I said, there's a lot going on, and I'll try to point out those things right now. So this area, because if you look, See, anytime, it's so interesting when I start working sometimes, there's no reason for things to freeze, but they do. So, here we go. Do you see that? Pay attention. Let's do it over here too. Let's see. This is slower, right? And so what I do is, like, this is the original speed. That's the original speed.
Moscow 77.
This is reduced speed. I'll probably do like several parts of this just so I could upload this right now and then do another one and then do another one and then do another one. Did you all see that? This is that assault that I had emphasized before. I brought down the speed. See, there's an arm. Like these are things that are not concurrent with what is actually here, what should be here. Like this is supposed to be foliage or whatever. But then again, I mean, like it's just so insanely surreal that. And again, no offense, I understand we have, a different ranges of perception and different ways of discerning. But for me, it's just like it's nonsensical to look at something like this and then see again, like I said, this light. Like there's no reason for this light from the brake light to be here and nowhere else where it should be. And not only that, but for it to like somehow reach these trees and this foliage, like that's not how light works at all. It's not how brake lights are supposed to work, and it's not how light behaves either, right? Unless light is redirected with special kind of tools or whatever, there's no reason for it to just like to go all over the place. Especially with the angle that it's at, right? If it was a light that was up here for some reason, then yes, the light would bounce down, right? It has its direction. Light doesn't just go wherever it wants to. It's usually directional. It usually has a point of direction, which is why we have lights, right? Like imagine if you just had a light that just kind of like you were trying to shine a light on something and then it went the other way. Like that doesn't make sense. And so, right, there's these people here. You can tell, I can tell from this distance that this is off because of the light. There should be no light here. And I see a face right there, right? And, you probably won't see it because, that's just how things work. And so, maybe that's a little bit better, probably not. Anyways, so, and then we have in the video I posted yesterday, the Flowers of Carnage. I was trying to point out these faces right here in these bushes because they are very obvious. And so in this video, for some reason, in JLR's video, these are not as obvious, but in the other video they were. See right there? I guess I can pull that up for comparison if I have it somewhere. Is it this one? Let's pull it up here. Let's see. Nope, it's not this one. Okay, I'm gonna stop this right here and then just continue another one, okay?